from the release of the first EP entitled Holding Intact the Lines, the band Nightwings played with its leader, the guitar player Luky Rollo, comes back with few songs produced that will be included in their first official album, Rocksmith Core, edited and published by KS Collection of Milan, Italy. Hi guys, let's start the conversation with the band's leader, Luky Rollo. So, Luky, tell us something about your next musical work.
Well, with this official CD, we wanted to improve our sound, going from hard rock songs to heavy metal songs, going through sounds near to speed and thrash metal. This also thanks to our new singer, Dan Query. Probably this could be the musical direction that we're taking for the next future. While there are so many bands that with the passage of time tends to go more soft sound, conversely, we want to get heavier. Geez, not physically. God, in this case we're trying to keep fit. I mean, as much as possible.
Alright, I notice you're quite over the lines,
But turning back on Speak Seriously, I was telling you about our new ideal vocal formula, and this will find our new future musical reference points. You can find out by the great heavy rock, metal and thrash bands that you ever loved through the years.
So, what about your favorite bands, if you want to speak about it?
Well, from bands like Dio, Judas Priest, Accept, going through Pantera, Metallica, Slayer to Exodus and Annihilator. These two latest bands, we love them in a particular way.
Do you want to tell us something about the words of your songs? Do you need to be a political band?
Touché. So, I have to tell you that in this case, you touched a very delicate argument. I mean, someone feels to be in a political band in every textual aspect. This is in the heavy, but also in the punk and hardcore punk musical area. As opposed to I already said, there's who feels to be a total apolitical band, often going to a cheap and fruitless political apathy. There's also who that trying to sucking up fans with Facebook likes, YouTube visualizations and everything else, writes political but often false and slimy music texts. For example, proposing strange and totally invented musical genres, for example in brackets, theatrical heavy metal. So have you ever listened to something like this? Anyway, wearing like ridiculous 80s glamps with low wigs in their heads to do photos with long hair, making up on their face and something like that. Also recording in studio with frequent digital copy and paste, so becoming the essence of falsity. Well, as far as we're concerned, we try to send positive messages, given that we see negative things every day. Sincerely, for now, our musical text, we don't talk about political arguments, but it isn't said that we shouldn't go into that direction.
Do you want to tell us something about the real meaning of the title of your new album?
Yeah, well, in the real, the title Rocksmith Core has an only literal meaning, but is also a sort of long journey from hard rock music through heavy metal, arriving speed, thrash till hardcore punk. It should be believed that this kind of idea could be a sort of a tactical maneuver to try to have as much more fans as possible. But in real, what we interest more is the musical substance.
Which are your favorite hardcore punk bands?
Well, DRI and SOD is Stormtrooper of Death overall, but there are so many others.
What did you make to decide to go through passion for that extreme musical genres?
Oh, let me say that the passion for the extreme sound it always been present in our musical ideas. Since in the middle of the 80s, when I was 16 or 17, just I was in the middle of a 6s and 7s state of mind. No, seriously. And I used to play with my first rock band from Milan, like Krieg, where I used to play a sort of classic metal, and the Thrashers Merciless. So, generally, I suppose that the last question is about the look. Do we want to be talking about it?
Alright.
Well, we attend to what often used to say an historical guitar player from an historical hard rock band from Australia. Music comes first. What is certain is that being said by him sometimes makes thinking about it. But anyway, with some doubts about his sincerity, we agree with that affirmation. One thing is sure, is that we aren't living on old images from the past, just because we are living in the year 2016 and so many water flowed under the bridge. Moreover, it makes us laugh, journalists, reporters, etc., that hunts, in brackets, for the earliest scoop of some little mad bands of old rocking wolves that presents themselves dressed as Mozart or Beethoven, often between two fat tarts backing singers just to record a video clip. Alright, in conclusion, what it works for us is real live music first.
Alright, Luky, thanks a lot and keep real metal alive.
Alright, and forever. See ya guys, and go on with the previous listening.